This is a do-it-yourself on how to replace the quarter windows weather stripping. It's that trim piece at the bottom that runs along the windowsill. Mine was deteriorated pretty bad. As you can see, it was quite a mess. So to start, what we're going to do is pop open the rear window. And with that rear window open, you'll be able to see all of the pieces that have probably fallen off and are now residing right on the inside of that little sill. To start the removal, you want to open the door and look towards the front by the door jamb, and you'll see one little popper. So pull that thing off, or if it's like mine, it'll just kind of fall off. Then you'll want to start removal by lifting up on the front side of the weather stripping. You'll notice it's held in place by 2 strips of double-sided adhesive. I peeled away as much of the adhesive as I could with my fingernails, but eventually you're probably going to need something sharp like a razor blade to stick in there to help cut. I found it best to unhook the rear window from the electric motor, simply pop off the black cover, and then slide the arm out of the latch. Now with that window disconnected, you've got plenty of room to get behind there. So go ahead and continue peeling away that original weather stripping. Maybe work at it a little bit with the razor blade, and eventually it'll pop off. Eventually. Come on! There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Little bastard. I like to always compare the old part to the new part, so I laid the old one out on the floor and put the new one next to it just for comparison. You can see mine was in pretty rough shape. So now is a good time to grab your goof off or whatever you want to use to clean up that double-sided adhesive. I didn't have any, so I had to make a trip out to AutoZone and pick up some what they called Terminex. Worked pretty well. While I was there, might as well grab some WD-40. So with the Terminex, all I had to do was spray the area, let it sit for about a minute, and then spray it off again with water. I was skeptical, but I was able to remove much of the adhesive pretty easily after that with just my fingernails. I did have to do it 2 or 3 times, but eventually it was all clean. And by that I mean clean enough. I definitely recommend removing the inside felt piece to give a little bit more access and room to position the new weather stripping. Slide it into position the way you think you would. Remember, there's double-sided adhesive, so you've got to get this right the first time. The weather stripping is double-sided adhesive, and once you remove it, you don't want to have to risk messing up. So definitely fit it once, figure out how you're going to slide it into position, and then repeat. Okay, so you know what you're going to do? Good. Deep breath and go! Alright, that wasn't so bad. Looks like I got it right the first time. Can't speak for you, but I got it right. Don't forget to put that little popper tab thingy back at the door jamb side. And then admire your new window trim. And don't forget to put that felt piece back on. And reattach that rear window. Now step back and admire that fresh trim. Oh yeah, looks like a brand new car.